Hey world, this is your girl, Maker K. Taylor, coming to you live and in living color. I'm nestled in the heart of the nation's capital, and it has been so much going on. I had to do my job and come and talk to y'all, especially because even in the last administration, when they banned critical race theory and anti racism, I still branded myself as a critical race theorist. And there is so much going on. I read the news a lot throughout the day. And I'm reading at least 40 different stories daily about black shit, just one way or the other. And so most recently, I know that there's a father-daughter duo that came on to say that critical race theory is absurd or something. I'm not quoting. All this shit is on the internet. I know it, so I ain't gotta like. If you interested, I ain't hard to find. But between that, Monique coming out and asking black women to have more pride and dignity in themselves, um, and just the fact that I'm really looking forward to having these conversations with you all because I am clueless as to what reality the rest of the world is living in. There was also a story that said liberal white women have a higher reporting of mental health issues, and that's like 30 and over or 30 and under, any 30-year-old range. But all of this shit is so important because I don't know what world y'all living in. I live in a world where from I'm filtering what I'm filtering, um, even with shows like the Black Lady Sketch Show. Like, there is so much buffoonery, fuckery, and doubling down on black pain and profiting from that I don't. It's difficult to really personally respect anybody. While I can't neglect or chance your hustle, I don't see it. I don't see it. And that's not, I mean, you got your Anthony Brothers. I'm not speaking of those who do a certain kind of work. They do a certain kind of work. And I get that. I'm learning that as my professionalism builds. But professionalism in what? Built from who? It's like real live Neanderthals built this fucking like system. Like they really did. This is science. It's not me. Neanderthals built this system, or those who built it have at least 2% Neanderthal in their blood, those who are of non-African origin or who are not indigenous to certain lands. Like, this shit is very real. And for the stories, just to try to stay, I know I do a lot. I go a lot of places, and I'm able to do that. If you can't, shut the fuck up and follow or come and learn how. Like, because ain't nobody else coming. So yeah, I have a vast bandwidth. I think about a lot of shit. I put my hand as many places as I can. And I'm saying is to say that when you read at least 40 stories on black something or another, whether it was whatever it was, the fact that you're still discussing it says that there is a marginalization. So that's why my key word is marginalization, because when they want to fight racism, you can't fight them numbers. Them numbers is them numbers, and they never lie. And so when you look at that and you look at black populations, you look at poverty, you look at inequality, how in the fuck do y'all let them get away with saying anything else? Like, this is where I'm unclear at. How in the fuck do you, what are you looking at? What are your factors? Where's your science coming in at? Like, I'm my own scientist. I'm a social scientist. And I can go back and I can look at things. I can look at where I started things. I can look at the reason for doing things. And I'm saying to y'all, like, what really is the axis that you coming from? When you looking at the world that we live in and how it continues to treat black people. And you have other countries. India just came out and called America racist. America the toxic is where the fuck we live. We live in a place that we park on driveways and drive on parkways, guys. Come on, at some point you got to think beyond just the saying of it. There is a play out to everything that is. There's a beginning and an end. There's always an alpha and an omega. And if you are not that for yourself, somebody created that, and you have to ask, oh, who the fuck is benefiting? At the end of the day, like, I'm seeking these conversations. I'm working to remain respectful. I really am, because I want to hear what the fuck you thinking. George McKenna, I reached out to you. Kimberly Crenshaw, I reached out to you. Like, what the fuck are y'all thinking? I really want to understand this. What the fuck are you thinking? In terms of allowing them to double down the industries, as I'm talking about, they are now doubling down, and through media advertising and platforms, they are really repackaging this pain and selling it back to the motherfucker that lived it. That is absolutely absurd to me. And they buying it. I don't want nobody making fun of my Oshun and my Yemiya and my Papa Legba. I don't want nobody making fun of them. So no, whoever you is, Robin Thebe or fucking whoever you are, bitch, that shit ain't cute. Because in the same way you allowed them to create that show, you could have made one where you caused them. You took a Michelle Williams, or you took one of my good sisters from over there in Israel, and you really showed what the spirit of heritage and antiquity can bring, and how that transfers and factors into the dignity that Monique was talking about. And Monique, I wrote an open letter for you when you went through your last shit. I'm with you. Can you reach back? Can you say hi? Because as long as people like me stay hidden, like, the fuck are y'all doing? Black Lives Matter. My guy, Creative Investment Research, he just wrote the SEC, because I don't want white people to have to do it. I would love to self-navigate our shit. But obviously, we're not that advanced. And all they need to do is take all that money that they gave all them people that they selected to continue to say niggas can't handle their business. And y'all sitting up here acting like, I don't know. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? We don't need, like, everything we need, we have. They're now taking, I know this, it's all kind of pushes for them to break this inequality, but fucking they created it. That's like a motherfucker creating a problem, then coming back to sell you the solution like they ain't create the problem. On the streets, we ain't really like you wouldn't take that shit. But you niggas just keep taking this shit. They keep dishing it. Kamala Harris, all you black bitches went for it. All you ski-wee ass black bitches went for it for her to get on national television and say, America is not racist. What the fuck is it? Help me to understand. I swear to God, I do this. I do this. Them motherfuckers could have put that money in my hands. I guarantee you, your kids will be benefiting right now. No fucking questions asked. But you niggas love to love niggas that gatekeepers put in places. That's what, and until y'all come, that's why that's my only fucking focus. Because till you niggas that look just like me, all of that shit, you niggas, till y'all change that shit, and accept the fact that the whole world see you as a nigga, whether you want them to or not. And America created the images and exported them, imported them, to make the whole world dehumanize the color black. I can't tell you how many times I've been discriminated against and by my own people, who work for them people, who got the mind of they people that they work for. Which means ultimately you working against your goddamn self. And this all I'm talking about. Like, stop working against your goddamn self. The world is it's still in a transition. We can do whatever the fuck we want to with it if you have some power. And don't nobody give you power. That's something that's yours. And you pick it up bits and pieces along the way. It's industries that are completely unfucking saturated. I have zero desire really to do this here work. You hear me? But this is an industry that's less than 3% saturated, and it certainly ain't nobody black in there. Not for real. It's a $200,000 a year industry. Ultimately, $200,000 a year, 1 week. If I'd have got it, it took me 3 years to get this certification. No lie. 40 hours though. But it's a field I had nothing. I got into it because it's water. If you understand futures and commodities, you know water finna do something. And I just like to be there. I don't know what the fuck I'ma do. I know my legacy though, I made a way. They can go through my files and they can find different shit to pull them out. I know I'm looking at graphene right now. I know what the fuck I be doing. But white people pick who they want to put in front of y'all, and y'all keep falling for the motherfucking okie doke. So when a real nigga like a real nigga, because that's what y'all need. We need real niggas, and then we want them to act like niggas, and then we want them to look like what we want them to act like. I know we tired of all that shit. Just show up and do the work. If you just do that, that mitigates everything else. Show up and do the work. Don't do what's comfortable for you. Don't do what's good for another motherfucker. Just do what's good. That's it. That's it. If you don't want a motherfucker to kill you, don't kill another motherfucker. This shit is real simple. But until we deal with the concept of being a nigga, what a nigga is, where did it come from, whose pathology is that, oppressed and oppressed, all of that has to be put under the microscope and scrutinized. And as long as y'all keep having these dumbass conversations, I don't give a fuck who's the first black anything. The fact that you still have to point it out is insulting to me. That I don't live in a world where it's just what it is. The people saying that's what the father-daughter said, that color doesn't matter. You a motherfucking lie. You a motherfucking lie. We're not there yet. I would love to be there. We're not there yet. Color don't matter. How in the fuck did black women end up in these goddamn projects all over the fucking nation? If it doesn't matter, how in the fuck did that happen? I'll flip your stats. I'll play your motherfucking game. Brookings, Arthur Brooks, all of them people. All of them people. You shut the fuck up. That's what I'm saying. I'm minding my business. Now, when they back there doing whatever the fuck they do, but I'm on some good shit. He don't want to hear what the fuck I'm saying, but if they was back there shooting some dice or some shit, but this what you gotta do. And then your own people don't fuck with you. They love being niggas. They don't want to change that shit. They don't want to look at theyself. They know I don't be back here. I don't fucking bother nobody. This my point. This why Monique was talking about us in bonnets. We ain't got no fucking pride. The whole world look at us as niggas, and you give them every reason to enforce that. Every fucking reason to enforce that. Somebody was back here on some bullshit. Y'all have been with it all day long. I ain't with it. I don't want to be known for that. That ain't what the fuck I do. I like being taken seriously. I like knowing what the fuck I know. I like knowing that I live in the Federal District of Columbia, where truly you can change anything in 48 hours. If a motherfucker can yell across a gate to tell me to shut up, nigga, when was the last time you went on the hill to tell them what you wanted them? What? What? Are you really using your power? Or you just a drone? Like, I don't know. I know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm doing this work. I enjoy doing it, though. I ain't got nothing else I want to do. So this is what I'm saying. The fact that we continue to allow them these scripts. They wagging the dog. They playing with us. Snowfall. Like, it's so much that's right here that can be addressed if a motherfucker just... Even if we just addressed it by doing the work, instead of pulling ourselves away from their system and building and creating our own. That's it. That's it, y'all. I don't know. I couldn't get no sleep. That's why I'm up. We watching the sun come up. Like, it's mind blowing to me. And when I asked the question, I've been asking the question for the last 10 years. Don't you think we got to deal with this word nigga? Like, what does that mean? Who created it? Where did it come from? Who benefits? That's what media literacy will do. Media literacy will break down these images and these messages and these forms of media. Because now this generation, they sleuths. They can learn a whole lot of shit because they find information on this here internet. So this shit that's been hidden, if they was focusing on something other than the bullshit, it's all type of shit we can immediately, in the very least, expose to our advantage and benefit. But nope, a motherfucker want to yell across the gate and tell me to shut up. I ain't that. Listen, this why. Till we change. So y'all mad at Monique for asking you to look like you got some dignity? When if you from my generation, you knew you couldn't even come outside without spandex on. You had to strap your fat down. You was not coming outside without a full body girdle on. We wore stockings. I just told my daughter. You didn't come outside with your legs uncovered. And only prostitutes dress the way that y'all dress today. Prostitutes wore 6-inch heels. Prostitutes wore all that makeup. And drag queens. Them wasn't what women and ladies did. So because this narrator, this master magician, then did all this motherfucking topsy-turvy, up is down, as above so below type shit. And because you don't have power and control over your own mind. This where we at. You telling me she ain't got, you represent me. I feel the same way. I stood in front of a group full of black women one day and said, I don't have nothing for them. And that fucked me up because I am a black woman. How can I look at a group full of black women and say I ain't got nothing for you without saying I ain't got nothing for myself? But it is because of the way they represent them. I don't know what that is. Not for a... Let me say, yes, I do. That's why I had to kill my nigga. Because, see, somebody told me I was filled with chaos, and that was the day I wanted to get out of that cycle. And black women are, you tuned and turned in and turned up and on by chaos and drama. As long as it's some bullshit, y'all right there. I start talking economy and building your motherfucking family from inside your four walls, though. You don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. My commissioners, I can see them out everywhere. I can't, this economic development motherfucking conversation, I can't get it popping for shit. So, you can't tell me where your values lie. I know where they lie. And I'm going to continue to do what I do. Because this is what keep me here. This is what maintains the covenant that I have with my creator. But it's yours to receive or reject, love. But y'all can keep playing with that shit. I'm telling white people, I'm sick of your ass. I'm tired of you. I don't need nan another expert. I don't want to sit through nan another motherfucking panel. Nope. Because you got us here. All your expertise got us here. So maybe we do need to look at the 2% Neanderthal blood. Maybe we do need to look at the relationship between one who was tight with the earth and one who came from the tundra. We got to look at these things, these cultural differences. Culturally, even in their professional, that fork-toothed tongue shit, they don't speak flat and keep transparency. And then you go and follow that goddamn way. Just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. Stop it. Black women, you create every dollar in this motherfucker. Do you benefit? Any one of our people nationwide having that conversation, starting with the local level. What the fuck are y'all doing? So I couldn't sleep. And that's how I ended up here this morning. But I wanted to share these messages with y'all because I wanted, what the fuck are y'all thinking? Help me understand better. And to the group where I said, this is why I say my black ain't your black. Because what the fuck are you looking at? Why y'all still moving around as normal instead of trying to organize, even if not in your own fucking pockets, to start showing groups and start holding, if nobody else, this BLM money accountable, because they done gave over $300 million, if not more. Did it reach your community? And then you just got people stepping down. You know, when they start stepping down, the money fucked up, and now somebody about to get a congressional fucking audit. What y'all doing? So, with that, I'm going to go ahead about my business. Do something with my day. But I love you all. This is Taylor Fan Philosophy. Be easy. Don't be greasy. And forever love. Feed them what they need.